Hello and welcome to another edition of News Showcase. I am Priya, Tamil Nadu's first artificial intelligence news presenter. Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone for new projects at the Tuticorin harbour in Tamil Nadu. According to reports, the port will get a new external terminal, a cargo platform, a seawater desalination plant, and a green hydrogen fueling centre. The projects are said to be worth over 7,000 crore rupees. The harbour is the second busiest in the state after the main port in Chennai city. The Prime Minister also officially declared the start of construction of a small-size satellite launch pad in the village of Kulisakarapattinam, about 30 kilometers away. A suspension bridge in Rtameshwaram in the east of the state was also dedicated to the country, as Modi ended his two-day tour of Tamil Nadu and Kerala. The Congress party, which governs Himachal Pradesh, is on edge after 6 of its lawmakers and 3 independents are expected to switch sides. The speculation comes after 6 MLAs backed the candidate of the opposition BJP in Parliament's upper house. Reports say if Chief Minister Sukhvinder Singh Sukkhu is required to prove his strength, his government faces the risk of defeat. Sukkhu has denied reports that he had resigned. In a separate development, the Speaker of the House suspended 15 lawmakers from the BJP for misconduct. In the 68-seat legislature, a party or a coalition should have the backing of 35 lawmakers to form government, and the Congress party appears to be short of this figure. In one of the largest drug hauls in recent times, the Indian Navy and the Narcotics Control Bureau carried out a joint operation and seized about over 3,000 kilograms of cocaine from a ship off the coast of Gujarat. 5 Pakistani nationals on board a tiny ship have been taken into custody after the Navy found charas, methamphetamine and morphine on the vessel near Porbandar. Officials have not yet disclosed the worth of the drugs, but reports said 1 kilogram of charas is valued at 7 crore rupees on foreign markets. An official with the Gujarat anti-terrorist squad said the operation took place in the Arabian Sea after a boat was spotted by surveillance aircraft close to the international maritime boundary line. A freed convict in the assassination of former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi has died of a liver ailment at a hospital in Chennai. Santan, one of the 5 plotters, was freed by India's Supreme Court in 2022 after serving over 20 years in prison. The state-run hospital in Chennai said he was admitted in January for a liver condition and died after a heart attack Wednesday morning. Reports said the remains of the 55-year-old Sri Lankan national, who was living in a refugee camp in Trichy, will be sent back to his country. Gandhi, who was leader of the Congress party, was killed in a suicide attack on an election rally he was about to address near Chennai in 1991. The co-founder of Microsoft, Bill Gates, is on a visit to Odisha state in India, where he will discuss ideas and plans to improve the lives of the urban poor. Reports said Gates is attending programs aimed at development of slums and creating localized employment opportunities for the poor. His discussions will also focus on the use of artificial intelligence in farming. Gates is scheduled to meet State Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik as well. In one of his blogs, Gates said India's greatest gifts is its ability to innovate. For 7 years, the Departments of Agriculture and Farmer Empowerment and Fisheries and Animal Resources of the state government have been working with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to promote innovation in data-driven decision-making. India's Tata, which owns Jaguar Land Rover, has announced plans to invest £4 billion in a brownfield site in Somerset in the UK. According to reports, the site will host the largest battery production plant for electric vehicles in the country. It is the first official confirmation from the government that it would be built in the UK. Known as Agartas, the global battery division of the Tata Group has said that it will construct the facility, first outside of India, at the Gravity Smart campus in Puritan. The new facility is expected to create 4,000 new jobs and thousands more in the supplier chain, where battery manufacturing will start in 2026. As signs of summer heat are felt in parts of India, the scenic Jammu and Kashmir region reported pleasant weather in the region. A forecast by the Meteorological Department said the cold wave will continue in Srinagar and scattered snowfall elsewhere in the region. There was also a dramatic drop in temperature as the harsh winter swung focus on the need for early and accurate forecasts to help local communities step up preparations. The famous Dal Lake, a big draw among locals and tourists, continued to attract a large number of holidaymakers. A surge in tourists cheers up local businesses, as many of them are entirely dependent on visitors to the region. A lawmaker in Nepal has said his Nepali Congress party will hold discussions with other parties to declare the country as a Hindu state. Shankar Bandari has been leading the Vedic Sanatan Hindu Rashtra establishment campaign within the Nepali Congress. He claimed reinstatement of the Hindu state would be a course correction in Nepali politics. The campaign for a Hindu nation launched by Pandari gained popularity during the 5-day Mahasamiti meeting held earlier in February. The lawmaker submitted signatures on the declaration to party president Sher Bahadur Duba, who then promised to take the issue to the Central Committee meeting. Another political group, the Rashtriya Prajatantra Party, had also launched its campaign for a Hindu state, with the reinstatement of monarchy as one of its demands. President Joe Biden is set to win Michigan's Democratic presidential primary with ease, despite thousands of protest ballots cast against him. Democrats were urged by activists to vote uncommitted rather than cast a ballot on his position in Israel's Gaza war. More than 40,000 voters selected uncommitted after 32% of the votes were tallied. Media reports said that Biden had 80% of the vote as he expressed gratitude to every Michigander who made their voice heard today. Due to the Democratic Party's lack of opposition to Biden during the nomination process, a replay of 2020 is expected when he faces off against Donald Trump in the November election. Trump is certain to win the Republican nomination after a string of wins in the primaries. A survey has found that Michelle Obama, the former First Lady of the United States, is the front-runner if there is a replacement for Joe Biden as the Democratic nominee for president. In the Rasmussen Reports polls, nearly half of the Democratic voters stated that they would like someone other than Joe Biden to run for U.S. president. 48% of the Democratic voters said they preferred someone other than Biden, while 38% disagreed. Obama was preferred by 20% voters. As reports said, there have been repeated requests for her to think about entering the presidential race. The others featured in the survey were Vice President Kamala Harris, who received 15% votes, and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton was favored by 12%. Reports say iPhone maker Apple has scrapped its program to manufacture electric cars after reports of such a plan emerged 10 years ago. The company never acknowledged the plans, which was thought to employ about 2,000 people. According to reports, a large number of workers from the project will be transferred to the artificial intelligence section of iPhone. Research firm Counterpoint said the decision comes amid a period of rapid growth for the AI sector in consumer electronics. The two biggest automakers in the US, Ford and General Motors, have delayed their plans to increase EV production in recent months. Demand for EVs has decreased as borrowing prices are still high, and this has increased market competition as large players compete for clients. A well-known fashion brand has signed Monica Lewinsky, who caused a media frenzy over an affair with President Bill Clinton, to spearhead its most recent voting campaign. Reformation, a women's wear firm, selected Lewinsky for the You've Got the Power workwear campaign, which was launched this week. Reminding people of their voting power is the campaign's stated goal. On the company website, the anti-bullying crusader was reported as saying, "Voting is using your voice to be heard, and it's the most defining aspect of democracy." Lewinsky stated in an interview that was published in Elle magazine that the collaboration was a reaction to growing voter dissatisfaction and indifference ahead of November's presidential election. British singer and songwriter Adele has announced that she is sick and has cancelled all of her gigs at her continuing Las Vegas residency for next month. She did not disclose the specifics of her ailment. When she posted on social media that her doctors had advised her to rest, reports said ticket holders will receive information soon regarding the 10 postponed shows, although new dates have not yet been announced. The news comes a little more than 5 months before her 4-night run of stadium concerts in Munich in August. She clarified that she had become unwell in early November towards the conclusion of her run of performances, all of which were held in Caesars Palace's Colosseum. The residency was then scheduled to end during the holiday season. Famed Pakistani vocalist Shazia Manzoor slapped comedian Sherry Nanha during a furious debate on a live show. The singer lost her temper when the comedian asked questions about her honeymoon. The singer hit the comedian several times and she called him a third-class person in the clip that was circulated widely online. During the show, the host was warned not to improvise questions. Manzoor stated she would never return to the show and walked out of the studio abruptly. But questions were raised about the incident, with some saying the drama was part of the script. Thank you for watching. I am Priya, Tamil Nadu's first artificial intelligence news presenter. Do tune in, same time tomorrow, for a roundup of the latest news and updates in India and around the world.